This is High Command and Ground Command. Here is your brief. Now, after events that were in a previous campaign, it appears that Russians have caused a national incident within the area of Lythium. We have been doing other operations within the area in the previous session. However, this has given us an opportunity to move in as a significant force. The CIA has been using this airbase, but they've been using it discreetly. If we want to set up the airbase of Kalanui, then we need to hopefully root out any hostile insurgents within the town right next to it. The issue is the CIA are fully coordinating all of their insurgent factions they have in their pocket, but it appears there's a hostile insurgency faction that has taken control of the town. So we're going to do a patrol to exercise our influence, and hopefully that'll be enough to make them rout. We have also gotten some intelligence reports that enemy Spetsnaz forces are going to be among them to make your guys' lives living hell. You've also announced that this is going to be a one-life op, so good luck. Apparently his T-Far crashed. Lovely.
That's a good start.
That's a great start.
That basically means, technically, Macro, we should never die, because we should never be close enough for them to shoot at us.
What's up, guys? We're, oh yeah, old mission description. God damn it, hold on. There's like, there's a checklist I usually follow for setting up these streams. Just give me a sec.
Can you continue from when you said the CIA has been using this,
All you need to do is follow the patrol route, kill any bad guys you see, don't shoot any civilians because it's a population center. That's why we're limiting the amount of explosives you have. Hold on, what was that? Thank you for the bits. Hold on.
Actually, just drive around, kill bad guys, don't kill sis.
Yep. And you've made this a one-life op, so that applies to you and the Tier 3s who will be operating as Spetsnaz in this region. Now remember, these people live here, so common sense dictates that there's probably not going to be IEDs within the town itself, but otherwise you should probably be careful. And these guys are about as tough as you, if not better, so be careful against Tier 3s. Otherwise, this is probably like the lightest amount of infantry I've ever put down in this op, so this should be a piece of cake, okay? Capiche? Good.
Let's give them a warm welcome, shall we?
Understood. Do the enemy have vehicles and stuff, though? Or
That, you have a drone, right?
Infantry of technicals.
I haven't told the Tier 3s what you have, you don't know what they have. Sounds like you need reconnaissance.
I mean...
He's cutting out hardcore. Andrew, your mic's cutting out hardcore, man. I cannot make heads or tails of what you're saying.
This is okay.
That was a very long okay. Alright, but this should be a pretty good op. Let's set our AI global skill down to what we normally use. That's garrison. I'm an idiot. There's global. They both began with a G.
Please don't hover.
So what we're really going to be requiring is ambush skills. Now let me go back to the Nightbot mission command and change that real quick. Anyway, hope you guys are doing alright. I'll check stream chat in a second. And someone has something weird going on.
Are they robbing your house right now?
Oh, what did you guys do? Alright, Jacob, yes, we'll add suicide bombers. We'll add suicide bombers. Hold on.
What you have to do is you have to leave the squad, rejoin the squad, because you glitched out on my interface.
Oh boy, we're wasting time. Holy shit.
Yeah. Let's conduct a patrol to...
Yep.
Sends me.
Yeah, I just sent you. I can hear you.
Thank you.
You've got 2 medics in your squad. You're going to be the main combat force. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you one armed Humvee, then I'm going to give you the unarmed Humvee.
Okay. One armed Humvee, one unarmed Humvee.
There we go.
Understood.
Yes, you're gonna
So
be
now
the
if we were to
main
do the
dismount
mission
force, okay?
command, that's what we get.
What you
Alright.
do is basically have your armed Humvee is gonna have some guys in it to provide fire support, and your dismount will be in the unarmed Humvee. You also got 2 medics, so 1 medic in each vehicle. I'm going to take the other 2 Humvees. I'm
Alright,
gonna
hold
have
on,
one
they're
of our
requesting me.
Humvees front.
Or, as in, I've lost my job.
I'm gonna be in the rear Humvee at the back.
I have a
Yeah, what'd you do?
Hey, just letting you know that I would not drive any cars down this road to the south of this building that we're in right now.
Why's that?
Like, at all. Because there's a lot of things that are going to blow up if something drives past it. Just FYI.
Oh, yep, okay, I got you. All the vehicles I'm setting up, it's either AI are gonna drive them, most of them have their fuel cut.
Okay, cool. Just this road in particular, I would not drive anything down.
Gotcha.
Yep, good luck. Trog, we need to flatten this fence.
This is high command to ground command. Do you copy? Yeah, then change my radio frex. High command, ground command. Do you copy?
This is helicopter. I can hear myself. Macro. This is helicopter. I think ground command is completely losing connection.
Solid. I just want to say that the intel report I gave you applies to the insurgents only because naturally I would not know what the fuck the Spetsnaz are doing, okay?
Copy that. We'll relay when able.
Roger. Ay.
Hey, Andres, do you want us to just take off and go into the holding
They're not
pattern?
going to be able to stream snipe this.
Go ahead, take off so long.
Now, suicide bombers as asked for. Those are going to have to be
Repeat, Los
set
Angeles,
up within the operation when they come close, but I know exactly how we're going to set these puppies up. So let me set one up as a preliminary, because if we use the set suicide bomber function in here, it's going to be a bit wonky. But for before they glitch out, the best way to do it otherwise is to give this guy a backpack. Give him a dead man switch, if I can find that good old puppy. There she is. And then we need some demolition charge assembly. So one charge should be big
Repeat, Los,
enough.
can't hear you.
And basically what you do is you rig it to demo and then charge up at them. That way if you die, the deadman switch goes off, and then you can try to do a suicide bomber
Do you hear me?
attempt.
I hear you now, thank you.
Please take off anytime.
Thank you, we're going into the holding pattern
So
and
we're gonna listen-
do long-range reconnaissance.
In on their comms
Understood.
here.
Bravo team, Daniel, hold on the road there, don't push out yet.
But it looks like they're going to bring a Blackhawk. There's our good buddy Northern. And they're getting the rest of their cars on the road. So I've only given them a small amount of supplies here in terms of they've got 2 Blackhawks, 2 Little Birds for any potential reinsert. But they, again, have made this a one life only op. So let me actually put that down as an objective marker to remind everyone.
That's fair.
So, we'll go from there. So, they're going to take all of their M2 50 Humvees, and then one additional one right here for transport.
Daniel, one of my Vics will take lead point, then it will be...
But it's going to be fairly easy
behind
here, and they're going to
my
have
vehicle.
Northern right
They're going to be
here
in front of you, it's going to be your team. Contact is broken.
as QRF
Two
with
armed
a 50
Vics will,
count.
will back off, providing suppressing fire to where the contact comes from. 2 would then dismount your infantry and using your own Humvee will provide fire support and engage the hostiles. Do you understand that?
But you also got to love...
Guys, if you want, so I can guide you through with drone if I'm going to run into an ambush.
There's one drone, and here's the other one right here. So their drones are pretty close with each other, but Excel looks like he is using the Tier 3's drone
Stand.
to set things up. But they're marking what they've got
Your
coming
mic
here.
got cut off.
Can't do shit against us again. That'd be fucking good. Trog, let's dump all the.
They're also getting intel on what they're bringing. And I swear to God, Andrews' mic is just being absolute trash today, which is unfortunate, but it looks like they've also parked their cars over. They brought an SPG-9. Very nice ambush spot right here out in the open. And you also have to be concerned for these other
I
IEDs.
don't remember where I set that IED.
He doesn't remember where he put it.
Over there somewhere. Yeah, you came back.
But yeah, they've set up. Pretty much right here is where we're going to do, I think they're going to do their main ambush.
Then we lead with cope. Because you didn't listen.
But you didn't listen, and now you're the suspicion vehicle.
I got bamboozled.
Blue vehicles must keep a distance of 100 meters from the rest of the team. Blue vehicle, space a little bit. I want you far away, so block below.
I mean, let's be honest here, though. I'm going to lower the volume of my damn mics.
Also, sorry. Just saying while there was away, you're not going to tell your mom to go away because I want to play Arma. It doesn't work like that.
So apparently they've already missed one of their turns, which now they're trying to autocorrect.
What's the road for IEDs? To take contact from a small outfire.
Let's see if they take the left here then. Yep.
Location.
But again, very easy op, in my opinion. Nothing on the outskirts, nothing on the outskirts. This gave room for Tier 3 to set something up. They didn't.
Message over.
This is air.
This is the first ambush.
See anything from your location?
There are 5 infantry.
I'll let you know as
One
soon
of
as I
them's a
do.
suicide bomber. They have a cord, and then they have a 50 cal with a UAZ. Simple stuff. Then they come in. The second ambush is just to the left. It is literally just a sentry team, which is actually a sniper team from the looks of it. And they have a cord, and they're already looking up at the Black Hawk, kind of spooked. Easy as that. Then we got a 4-man patrolling team right here. Then going up, it looks like we've got the Tier 3 ambush, a few garrison guys, and then the next ambush, which is an SPG-9 and a cord. Following the route, nothing, nothing, nothing. You just have 2 patrols of 8-man teams that could do whatever they want, leaving a lot of room for the Tier 3s to regroup and set up more ambushes, and then one last dedicated ambush right here with a small barricade, 8-man patrol team, and 2 different, or we have an AGS right here, and then a 50. That's not tough at all. That is probably it is the easiest stop I've ever made. But again, we're just gauging Tier 2 right now. And we're seeing if we have to demote anyone today as well.
We'll be approaching a checkpoint on.
But the thing is that, in terms of the metagame at least, Northern is going to be taking a lot of the attention of these patrols and making them freak out. So a lot of the eyes are going to go onto Northern. Where did this... Okay, apparently there's now... I meant to have just a roaming group of civilians around the mosque, but now they're just also running around the road, so I hope they don't step on anything.
Why do you ask me? I'm just a simple rifleman.
Auntie's running into the minefield.
Did you
This is
not have
ground.
drone
We are
control?
35.
So you can hear the 50 cals firing at her.
The drone up because I liked it.
And that is, yeah, just some minor fire going. Auntie almost ran into the minefield that Sniper Wolf, Trog, and the other Tier 3s have set up. That would have been funny.
No one has drone control then.
But these mines are pretty tough.
But I can't see things inside buildings, remember that?
Hopefully she'll die.
I just heard Sniper Wolf tell Trog, hopefully Auntie will go KIA so she doesn't trigger anything. A bit harsh, but she came in late, so I don't think she knows the Tier 3 plan. Meanwhile, I think I'm going to set up just a simple 4-man fire team to come in and just, you know, warm the player base up more or less. So let's go to Islamic State. Let's grab a simple fire team. Do any of them have AT? No, they don't. I'm going to quickly arsenal one of them. Just give them a simple RPG. We'll even make it the vanilla Apex one that doesn't even do that much damage. Give him a whittle backpack. And then, boom, give him some HEAT. Easy as that. Now, for global skill, put these guys down, make them casual, set them to run.
Are they near that first circle I made?
And we're set up right here. Again, just a
So, let's
taste,
give 'em a
and
warm
we'll
welcome,
see
shall
what
we?
the player base does. Northern is still taking some minor fire,
All teams that
but
do
hey, if
not-
he
do
keeps
not
flying evasive, he could
fire-
drain a lot of the 50 cal. He just flew a bit close to the drone, but they're bringing a drone with them to basically watch for any incoming units, so hopefully they'll spot this 4-man team, which has now gone aggressive. I'm going to set them to careless and hold fire real quick, just so they can, you know, ignore the 50 cal. Take note of it. Everyone knows it's up there, but they're just checking the road to make sure there's no ground forces coming in. So again, hope you're all doing all right. Medical system is advanced. Every op is going to be set to advanced except for PvP ops. So basic, you know, people can heal
We have
each
been
other up
engaged
much
by a
faster
core
and get
machine
back
gun
into
from
the
that
fight.
checkpoint. It seems to be
And we'll go
lightly
from there.
defended apart from that, with a few infantrymen that we can see. No problem so far.
Love how these guys are literally just looking up at the frickin' Blackhawk. Hey, Bloodwind, say hi.
Understood. Timon,
I get her for the weekends now. It's great.
I can see them too.
Gonna set up a
Looks like they just. One of them looks like they have a heavy machine gun pointing.
So I'm going to adjust this
It's not hitting
slightly.
anywhere close so far.
I bet that the fucking middle HMG gunner cannot get into position less than 2 seconds.
So I think they're trying to do game theory on how these turrets are going to react, specifically that one.
So you're talking about my command net.
Contact. Contact left.
Daniel, this one is dismount, switch forward and foot and engage them. Provide a better fire for you.
Hey, at the ground.
I don't think they understand what push through contact means. We had this issue yesterday too. And that caused, wow, they actually survived the explosion. So that was one of the M2 cars.
He's dead.
Okay, this ground. You come in?
Auto rifleman just woke back up and gave a burst. I'm not sure if that guy is alive. Nope, looks like they survived. He missed all those shots, but they got all 4 of those guys down. But this is exactly why I'm balancing it this way, because one quick remote control, one warning shot, they all slow down and start taking out a simple fire team, and then I just blind fire a shot and blow up a car. Yes, I am very excited to use Laws of War in my mission, but
Grand.
a simple 4-man fire team trade for one of their 3 M2 Vics, I mean, that's not good at all.
It's not my vehicle, it's the lead vehicle.
That's why everything is so simplistic today, because we're just gauging what the player base is going to do. Yeah, exactly, Captain. Light resistance, you can just push through. Heavy resistance, like this, you can, you know, get into cover and then fight it. Especially if, like, it seems like that's just a simple 4-man patrol that the drone should have honestly caught with thermal.
There's just 2
Then it should have been fine, but, you know, when you have a barricade like this that you see on the road, you should probably stop and engage it. But when you have, like, a sideways barricade, again, it depends if you see anything on the road that looks suspicious. But I have a feeling that this area where you have the tier 3s and tier 2s engaged, this is probably where the op's going to end, either for the tier 3s or the tier 2s.
You see nothing left there. Your vehicles.
Yeah, Andrew's connection is still suffering a bit, but otherwise, they need to figure out how to get a move on now. Not sure if everyone can fit in this back Vic, but if they can, that would be great. They took a 4D. They should have taken a 2D, because let me show you the difference between those two. This is a 4D, where you have, you know, 4 seats, and then you have this space back here, which is mainly for storage. A 2D only has 2 people, but then this spot for storage. But I'm pretty sure people can sit up on these benches, so, you know, you have that additional room. I don't think you can do that with a 4D. You might be able to do it with, like, an additional 1 or 2 people, but yeah, this is just gonna be... They might have to just walk, or they could have... They could have Northern drop down, grab a guy, get a Vic, and then drive it back.
Copy that.
So we'll have to see how this goes.
Everything's clear. Any orders?
Yeah, I don't know why Andrew insisted on commanding either if he's gonna have really big issues with his connection and therefore his microphone.
Or any vehicles at all?
We lost the armed rig, but everybody is up.
I'm gonna send an 8-man team now
Yeah, it's nice.
from over here to go check that out.
As we advance, right? With the drone.
No, it'll just be a weapons team, not even that many.
How the fuck did you see that?
I was looking at the roadblock that was called out by air.
I trusted you to overlook the convoy so I won't have to do it myself.
Nafs and Andrews are now having an argument over the drone.
You took a drone, didn't you?
Guys, stop. Honestly. Petty bickering isn't gonna solve anything.
Okay, fuck this. I'm not going to talk with you anymore.
Andrew,
A 4-man team is causing an argument over the drones, the command structure. This is what I'm talking about. This is why we're basically having these demotions, because these guys are just... They're children.
Can you mount all of your people back into that one Vic of yours?
I know, right? Yeah, get the salt shakers out, because they're just losing their minds.
We're going to push out. You're going to be second Vic now.
I'm not going to lightning bolt them, but, you know, I'll just send this team in, since they're staying there. It's just a team of 6, with a dedicated AT guy in the back, who just has a 136, so that can also be used to take out another Vic.
Be advised, if you attack ping something, that gives it makes it easy for us to see where you want us to shoot at. So just keep that in mind.
Why is...
Understood. Okay, now, lead Vic, hold there now.
Okay. Let's see if they can fit everyone back here, but I doubt they can, because this is just a 4-seater. They might, if there's a way to put people back there, but otherwise I don't think so. That's just a big, like, trunk space. So they're gonna either have to have 2 people walking, or... Again, Northern needs to land, grab a guy, and they need to go get the 2D Vic.
Ground command, we need at least space for 2 people, so our Humvee is full.
Understood. Lead Vic still has space. The very, very front Vic has space.
They're my fanboys, though. Yeah, Bogo, you're right. Gotta be nice to them. Here, we can actually test this right now. Like, what if I were to take...
Lead Vic, back up down the road.
Where did I put their little base?
Gonna get 2 guys to get into your vehicle with you.
The
Right
Vic's
here.
full.
How's your Vic full?
Because there's people in it.
Because... Gee, what an amazing
There's one
answer.
spot.
awaiting order.
Ah, and 1 guy.
For orders.
Yeah, so... again, the 2D can carry this many people, but the 4D can only carry 4. Hence my point.
Daniel, you're getting in front of us, Daniel. Daniel, your unarmed bombing must take the middle now.
So it looks like they put the other 2 people into additional seats. So now each of these 3 Vics are still there.
Vic, push forward. Vic, push forward.
Let's see if I can set these guys to aware to catch them. But otherwise, if they fly the chopper around again and it aggroes, then that's alright.
Let's give them a warm welcome, shall we?
Hey, they might miss them, they might drive past, or they might get in range so the AT goes nuts. I don't know, but I think we're going to have to set them to careless, because otherwise they're not going to figure this out. Oh, Nafs is being salty again about the damn drone.
Command make mistakes.
Petty bickering will not get us any.
No, I asked a legitimate question.
Bloodwind's just sorting stuff.
Zero's a mess.
I am a mess. Not as much as a mess as these guys,
There's a
but
dismount point marked on map there. When we get there, dismount your infantry.
still pretty messy.
There's a roadblock further up the road that we're going to need to clear.
Alright, so yeah, this group.
Can you, when we begin the assault
We'll
on
just
that
put them
roadblock,
as aware.
Can you provide a support for us, please?
We'll keep them going to the last known position right there, and if they need to become pure for that group.
There's also a little mine on the right.
Alright, so basically, these guys are going to continue on the route right here, because that's the logical thing, and then once the fire starts here, they'll actually provide a bit of QRF to this force over there, and possibly catch the player base off guard. I'm still sending them that way. They still could catch these guys on the rear if they're going to camp right
so
here,
we
but
have
otherwise...
Slam up ahead, and further down there's an IED, so make your call.
So they spotted the IED. That was probably left by the tier 3 player base.
Very, very wide berth.
Ground, this is air.
Go ahead, Ed.
There seems to be a vehicle down there. It's red for me, a pickup kind of thing. I can't see whether or not it's armed with the guns on the back. Let us know as soon as you have eyes on if it is or not, so we can figure out if we're going to engage it or not.
I think they're talking about the base.
The truck is unarmed. UAZ is armed with a Dushka.
Copy that.
Oh, they might be talking about the barricade then. So yeah, we're getting to the point where everything past the road, I'm not going to even be able to see the stuff, because that's all player base put down from the tier 3s. So they're going to give this a very big wide berth. Yeah, I need to set these idiots to careless, because otherwise they're not going to move. That's fine. So, good spot for that IED. I should at least be happy about that. They can now spot IEDs very well. We've rammed that training in their heads multiple times over. So, this is nice. I don't have to put the IEDs down, trust me. The only IED I've put down is that one. But, again, Tier 3's done a very good job of not only placing IEDs, but there's going to be a few mines right here as well.
Give them a warm welcome, shall we?
If they're fine, keep going.
So I think that was a mine that they just triggered. But I don't think it did any significant damage to the Humvees. Maybe a few people are bleeding a bit, but otherwise, that's okay.
Why are you going off-road again?
Dismount point.
Oh, didn't see it. Whoops.
Alright, so they have this as a dismount point, so they'll push in. It's a bit far, but... Yeah, I would have put the dismount point probably right here, and then that cord would have opened fire, so we would have veered right and then used that compound. But yeah, this is definitely a better safe than sorry scenario.
Affirmative, suppress.
So apparently the Blackhawk is going to start suppressing this area.
Dismount, yeah, as well. I want the vehicle crews and gunners to stay in.
Is he out of ammo? Is he just
waiting? Provide fire support from top of the hill. Go stay back though, to get you guys killed.
Yeah, just tell me, Andrew, when am I gonna drive up on the hill?
Headphone warning. That's not going to be that effective, though. Like, him shooting down at me is pretty much like what I'm doing right now. Very far.
So I think you can provide 5.
He's starting to fly outside of my wide of berth right there.
On top of this hill.
Yeah, because there's still a bunch of like hilly terrain on top of the hill, yeah.
Sort of GMG fire for whatever stupid reason. But yeah, I don't think he's gonna be able to cause any casualties. Now, who shot that? Look at this, though. They're already getting on. Setting things up. Now we wait. We can set the AI to fire at a specific target, but the global skill can sometimes override that. Like, we can, of course, take it and right-click. But if they're out of the engagement range for the AI that's hard-coded within the game itself, there's not much I can do.
Because otherwise the fucking infantry is going to get fucked by the technical USA.
Are you shooting into your 50 cal from that machine gun of yours?
No, we're right behind
I see a Russian guy bearing 191 in a construction building.
Press the area of machine gun turbo. You don't have to see stuff to suppress stuff.
I see Russian infantry in a construction building bearing 192, second floor.
So it sounds like they're also getting eyes on the Russian guys. Oh, they gotta be careful. I mean, there's a civilian.
He just shot a civilian.
Yep.
They are Russians, not Durka civs.
That's not gonna go well. Especially if they literally call right out that, right after the fact, they say that they just shot a civ. I mean...
There is something sketchy about that, because there's a fucking shack to the south there, which is showing 1 times thermal contact as well.
Have air support to suppress it.
They're gonna have air support suppress an area where they already shot a civ.
Don't air support to shoot where there could be civs.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Gran, how does the situation look down there?
They're taking out a few of these guys. I'm gonna set this Vic to drive over and check these guys out. Hopefully he'll change targets.
Gran, be advised the UAZ is moving.
We're going there. Understood. Try to find the UAZ.
We can try, however, it's very difficult
so
to
they
hit from up
basically
there. We won't get closer. We'll do our best.
Peppered where the enemies are. We still have the IED right here as well.
If I'm...
Okay, we're gonna push forward towards Neil Squad house. We're gonna push forward on the
Gran, be advised,
You have to manually drive them.
What are we going to do about what those bats are on?
Rusty, can you drive it?
Yep. He is the medic driver.
Yeah. Busy directly west.
That gunner did not fire at all. That was perfect. And the gunner did jack. Why was he set to unconscious? Whatever. Armor glitches, yay, but still. That gunner should have lit all of them up. But they still have Comian down, so he still
We got contact
needs to be dealt
from
with.
the front and got shot from southeast, and the USZ is now.
I don't know why
right
they have
beside us.
suppressors either for patrol.
The USZ active or dead?
Yeah, they're going for making it from.
USZ is down, so that's the problem. Have you got eyes on the roadblock from your location?
They're gonna sit up on the hill and try.
Yes, we got eyes on the roadblock.
Hold your position and just keep the roadblock suppressed. We're gonna push in and deal with it.
Let's see if I can be stealthy here.
This is ground. We're pushing towards the roadblock, so seize your attack.
Alright. Here's our suicide bomber, guys. Let's see what we can do. Gonna even lock myself to first person to keep things even.
Alright, I said it's digging out the bomb.
Well, that did not work as well as I thought it would. They're locking down the riverbed.
Let's give him a warm
Hey,
welcome.
Ground, I just saw someone walk into a mine or something that
Keep an eye on
exploded. I
Russians.
can't tell if it's friendly or not.
Negative. That was
Alright, that
a
was an ass.
possible
I didn't even
suicide
see him
bomber.
right there.
Affirmative.
That's fine. So coloration will come back in a sec. Otherwise, I think we're gonna hold here and wait for the next ambush. That bugs me. I took away the Discord stuff. There's no Discord command anymore. At least there shouldn't be, because I don't monitor that stuff. Eander looks like he joined late, but late joiners are always welcome in these sort of ops. And I guess I just need to set this guy as careless and hold fire, because they're not.
Team, let's push forward and hit this compound. I mean this roadblock. There's possibly a hostile on the opposite side of this dry river, so be careful.
Yeah, if I set them to hold fire like this, then they should ignore it. For love of God. Side, interesting. We'll just set them to careless so they can do the outflank. Otherwise, they're just walking up to this road. Hopefully, they'll spot this IED. And I want to set up my four-man team to be right here to outflank.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
Medic's still working on Comian,
Yeah, they killed themselves. Or they
and they've got the 50 coming up.
They fucking lost the first.
Otherwise, I'm just trying to get this patrol to come over and flank on their 6, but I can't move it manually.
I'll push forward to the roadblock.
Why are you guys being so retarded?
Move it across the road.
Careful for mines, though.
Just be careful. Do it quick.
This group. AI. This is also why... I hate when they have choppers doing overhead, because it really messes with the AI. Because they all aggro on that damn chopper, and as a Zeus, it's a little annoying, but...
Warn your squad, there's a IED just as you cross over towards the bridge.
So, he's taking fire.
I'm marking the map.
I hear those suppressed shots. That would be Auntie, right here. Looks like that is a suppressed SVD.
Put a snipe back.
Where you're taking sniper fire from.
But yeah, that's perfect. She should have shot the IED. Since he was that close, that would have actually possibly caused him to go unconscious.
Check the construction site. We did see Russian over there. Didn't have to see you up. No, he's up.
Usually there's a checkbox you can select that says seek cover. And if I got rid of that, they'd be able to do stuff.
Be advised, construction site is hostile. Can you just suppress the servers?
Affirmative. If you give us a tactical ping on the specific one, we can do that.
Ping it.
I swear, if they murder all these civilians and suppressive fire, I'm going to...
I can mark you.
Basically, they're just gonna have more insurgents come into the town. Actually, we'll make it like this. For every 2 insurgents that die, I'll throw in an additional weapons squad.
It's for air.
So there's some suppression going on. Alright, that's 1, that's 2. So that's 1 weapons squad.
The vehicles can come through the roof and there's no contact ahead. They will be
Look at that, though.
On the
Jesus.
southeast side, there will be a patrol 6-man.
That's why. Are you getting hit by yourself?
I'm behind him, actually.
So we'll cash 2 of those dead
Actually,
civs
Murphy,
in
are you guys pushing ahead by yourself again?
for
No, we just don't. We need to move from this position because we're getting pinned
a
down.
weapons
So we're
squad.
holding right here.
Who's down?
Understood. Your
We'll
squad's not
put them
with
up
you, they're
right
pushing
there.
on
So
ahead.
let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
Bravo team, need you guys to push across the river to the other side of the town.
I'm
Pull
waiting
them
to
foot.
see more. I might even throw in a BTR.
You copy that, Daniel?
How about this? Next 4 civs that die,
Understood.
inclling that one, so 3 more if they die, I'll throw in a BTR as well, because that is unacceptable.
Blue car is still taking sniper fire.
Now I've seen some shots go back and forth. Auntie has gone prone at the moment. Here, hold on. Hey, Sniper Wolf, can you hear me?
Make sure the bed is clear.
Did you mark where I put those respawn points down? Because you can always use those as resupply points. Those full arsenals are still there.
Hey, would you mind
Roger,
healing me
I'm
because I
gonna
tried to
push
walk
up,
up in the
shake
car
up to
glitched me completely.
template.
Yeah, you got it.
Keep the victor side first, let blue team get across the bridge first.
Roger.
Hearing some explosions. They're basically murdering civs right now, so I'm just spawning in new shit.
That's okay. Just let him get to this building. Honestly, let him get here.
My bag over there is full of rockets, but I'm carrying
See-heal.
a disassembled
Alright, Bill, you should be
rocket
AC.
launcher.
Murphy's behind
Bravo,
this coach, like
advise
go left side. You,
advise your
you'll get
team
behind here.
not to go across the bridge itself. Bridge has mines on it.
Yeah.
Something just
Ooh.
crossed guys. Got him.
Eander with the
It
8.
missed one
Was
of
that
the
Eander?
Humvees.
Yeah, I think that was him with that RPG.
You guys need to move.
And that is a casualty.
Rat kid.
Oh.
I'm in good
They could
cover.
always repair
Get
this
out of
and
the
use
vehicle
it,
and help.
but
Wolves is down.
otherwise I want to see. I think they got Comey on back up. There he is, but now they need to attend to wolves because Eander, beautiful shot with that RPG. Otherwise they took out that team of 4. They took out that guy. Now we have this Dishka right here. Yeah, with the 2035 RPG, but hey, Russian tech. Or what do you guys always say? Russian bias. So driver's sticking with them. They've also got another guy right here, but they need a medic because I'm just look at poor wolves, hunched over. Poor guy. So either they've already got a medic in there, or the 2 medics are staying right here. Looks like Excel's pulled back. Yeah, these guys have pulled back. They're just waiting to use that as an ambush spot. It looks like Eander is also running back with his weapons. And he's occasionally going prone as well. What are you idiots doing?
Push forward into the town proper.
For the love of
We're gonna
God.
come with you now. We're gonna cross with you.
They should have been there by now.
Red tank and teacher, fall back.
In all honesty, they should have been there by now.
Stay with them and wait for them to get walls up. Cross across the riverbed.
So I'm just going to put them right there, because that AI are really just bumble fucking around right there. Let me put him right here. We'll just say they came out of these structures, and hopefully they'll come in to do the outflank.
Is somebody here using a suppressor?
Still have a man down right there. 3 more, and I put in a BTR, but otherwise we got this team coming in as well. For them, we'll put our global AI skill.
The T-5's using suppressors. The next us guys.
Yeah, no, I was just seeing if you were.
I mean, we have a suppressor right here. That's a medic. I can understand that if he doesn't want to be aggroed by enemies.
Snipers. I'll mark you exact location right now.
Are they using MXs? Really? Why would you use a 6.5 when everyone else should be running 5.56?
Okay, the Russian location is marked. It's on top of a roof.
This is on to copy.
It's giving me multiple reasons not to give them full arsenals because they get stupid stuff.
Of the mosque. Grid reference 135 7, 8, marked Russian.
Yeah, I can see their head.
Possible sniper location in that area. Can you put a couple of minigun rounds there?
With civilians in it.
Let me check let me just confirm how many civilians are near there.
I'm just watching for their heads. They need to
back.
throw a grenade. That's the second one. And I think I got flanked from the left based on those shots. Let's see it. Yeah, Whiskers pushed right up and just fired through the wall.
Here, a confirmed fire mission
Definitely
on the
wounded a
roof
few of them.
that building on the corner to the northeast.
Yeah, Auntie has a sniper.
Press the fuck out of that guy with the minigun. You should be fine as long as you keep the confined to the roof of that building.
Yeah, keep in mind that is not that easy.
Try your
I believe
best.
Sniper just radio checked us.
Let's try.
Give him a warm welcome, shall we?
Hold on, hold on.
Oh, dropping.
Like, they have our comms. We need to
Apparently there's still arsenals there. We can get more gear.
If you feel
Hey,
like,
Sniper,
you're
did you
gonna fire, I'll
steal
go
that
down,
from a
that
dead
would be lovely,
body, or are you
because we
just
can't really
taking it
see
for
the
radio
hits,
check purposes?
I'm on a 152.
What do you mean they have articles? How the fuck did you get articles?
Okay,
Well,
I
that's
just heard him radio check.
that's weird.
Same, I
Yeah,
heard
I
him
just called
radio
you on
check on
50 to
50.
be like, hey,
Right, so that guy up on that building is
where-
either
can you
dead
Yes,
or
it's
suppressed
50.
to
we have
shit.
no fucking clue
There's
where
not
they
much
are.
more we can do than that.
He still probably has our radio.
Well, of course he would guess it because we have to
Use it
radio.
basic.
Just don't listen in like that. Wait until you have a dead body.
I got on 50 just to talk to you. We're on some random frequency.
Okay. This is High Command. They can't listen to your comms until they kill one of you and take one of your radios. He was just radio checking to get my attention about something.
Okay.
I figured as much. People on my side are going all spooky because they thought that they were because they're just going spooky because of it.
These AI are retarded.
Hey, Kerbal, nothing's happening.
Okay, guys, I found another Russian if you're interested.
We don't even need to listen to their comms.
Yeah.
They're killing themselves.
Pretty much.
Are there
I haven't done
IEDs off the
anything
bridge?
yet.
by
That's
the
a
way?
second dead civ. So we've had 4 dead civs so far, and that's the first group out of all of them.
What the fuck is that guy doing?
Air, that guy is still active on top of that building.
They can't see the respawn.
You know
Just
now
going back
when
down,
there's
we'll
2
know it's on the way.
fucking Russians
Alright.
out of 5.
Auntie is still taking
Play a little
fire.
bit more to the
Man,
north.
thanks. Sorry to bother you.
Andrews,
Yeah, no
you
problem, no
want-
problem.
Want us to try to cross?
Across.
Alright, so I can see him running. He's
Okay.
not engaged on you anymore.
I'm getting him to put the respawn.
Cross
back
with the
down,
vehicle, but do not
but,
cross on the bridge. Cross.
Yeah, we're
There you go. They're down
Obviously
again.
Don't do anything crazy. They just don't respawn.
So I hope
Roger,
Auntie's
he's
getting
hiding.
off
He's
now,
going for the
because
exit. He's going for the
clearly...
exit.
Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, that will be your job.
Otherwise, if you guys need a fucking
Okay, he's
direct
gone.
radio,
Thank you very much.
which I can't
No
hear
problem.
me,
Be advised,
one of
running
those.
low on ammo and half on fuel.
Understood. You got a second Black Hawk as well, and if need be, you can rearm and seal.
There's
Yeah,
some
we'll keep it in mind. We'll let you know.
Alright, let's see if this damn team can come in.
Blue car is
That the player base is dying, as in what? Like, they're getting murdered? Because so far, neither side has taken a permanent casualty.
Have you guys
Or,
pushed
excuse me, a
forward to the top
KIA.
of
There's
us?
been a few casualties. People have gone down, but no one has officially died yet in this one life op. Because, again, easy on both sides, but
Andrews, they've,
this is
pushed
a
us
minefield,
to the map
apparently.
until the
That's an
crossroads.
IED.
I see them.
They're still moving around. I'm trying to get this damn arrogant team to
There's
come in.
enemy smoke on in the mosque area. Please light it up.
They put smoke.
You can. Are you talking to me or to Air?
Well, I guess it's lucky
There
the
you go,
civs are
Command.
retarded, because they're supposed to be...
If you have a long range, you can talk directly to Air. Did you copy that? There's a currently at the smoke marker hostiles.
Unless you're marking hostiles with smoke, we will not fire because, you know, that might be civilians.
There are hostile forces inside the mosque.
There's supposed to be the damn team patrolling in here, but
Affirmative, engaging.
We're gonna push towards the mosque with our
we'll
new
see what
objective.
happens. What is up with my player base's obsession with the mosques? I swear. I don't get it.
I see a Russian, Russian fucking AI inside the mosque.
Let's give him a warm welcome,
with
shall we?
AI apparently. Also Russia.
So they're getting
also
eyes on
Russian
the enemy
information
AI.
has been updated.
Push forward, guys. Push forward.
Gonna have these guys run back. No point in them getting killed.
Hey, all 50 cal cannon, focus on the southwestern minaret. There's a fucking guy inside of it.
Gambia have actually a lot of movement to the west of the mosque at this moment.
So I think that is PID'd Excel who's now pulling back.
Hold on, let me check.
What, does he not know how to run back in? Ah, for the love of God. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna like the fact that you're shooting at their mosque. Yeah. Otherwise, now they're slowly clearing out this damn construction site. These AI don't know how to push up.
So they're lighting up a mosque right now.
Yep.
Yeah. Man, what's that new DLC about? Like not.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
They've already killed 4 civs, so
Okay, the Russians moving away.
basically just through blind suppression, because they're not PIDing properly, but that's fine.
Yep. Well, they saw us on top of the construction site and they shot the civilian.
Yeah, but do you know immediately when the civilian was shot, Nash said over radio, "You idiots just shot a civilian."
East to west, past the construction site at the friendly skirmish.
Auntie is a frickin' bullet magnet.
There were definitely Russians there. It was press 1 or power.
Wow. That is some lucky aim.
Take
Oh, I thought that was a civ. Alright, so he's
What
just...
team? What's your current position? What's your current position?
152, please. Also, if you guys want to set more turrets, we're gonna need them.
I don't have enough bullets for this. Otherwise, we got these nice little ambushes set up. I'm gonna make sure that these guys are all in the doorways. Yes, they are. And this should be a nice little minefield
They're in the
ambush.
building across the mosque right now.
Power team here.
Bless you, boo.
Do you ask for us?
I think I heard a
Go, Commander.
What's your current condition? What's your current
Now there's
condition?
only civs
Condition
running
and
around
position.
within the mosque, so...
That construction building
Our position is 1, 3, 6, 1, 7, 9.
Be advised, we have 3 times infantry moving inside the mosque towards the eastern tower, the southeastern tower at this time.
East building just exploded.
Understood. Can you cross the road and enter the mosque?
He's now dead, I think.
There's a civilian there, he's alive.
Who went down?
can
Was that a
try.
dead man switch, or... Because I'm deleting
Clear
that
them off.
body. I'll delete that one, too, because that was
Took
because of
some
the
rounds in
explosion.
my little bunker. Apparently, those are not as
Bravo, push forward and provide suppressing fire for Bravo as they push into the mosque.
Aye.
We can't
Yeah, I'm not
control,
counting
we got
those
some-
two for
we got
the
contact
blowing up, because that was a
southeast
tier
and some
3s.
compound.
Clear me of smokes.
Otherwise, we just have a bunch of civs running around right here. And Auntie's still using the same damn building to snipe from. Normally you take your shots and you find a different vantage point, but... I guess if the player base isn't learning to
Okay, guys, those infantry or movement you see down there, they're all over inside the compound of the
do
mosque.
anything, then that's fine. So this group I'm also going to have start coming in.
Bravo, have your guys add to the smoke screen I just threw. Out across the road.
Set these guys to full. And then this team... I'm worried if I set them to aware, they're going to start being stupid again, but we'll risk it. I don't think anyone's watching rear anyway, so this should be an easy shot.
Apparently there's hostile southeast, so if you can get the Humvee to look southeast, that'd be great.
Yeah, there's already people.
I'm hearing shots from north behind us. It's hitting me.
Oh.
Device, ground, you have 3 times contacts moving from
Oh, it's not letting me.
But east to the north side towards you now. Don't know if there are civilians or not.
Blind fire because it wouldn't let me scope in. I hate that glitch.
Which direction?
But I can't use the damn scopes of the thing.
South, southwest, southeast.
I'm gonna flank around. See if I can loot any AT, but I'll take that PKM instead. Give this a reload. Fry, I don't know. Twitch has really weird errors these days. I don't know what to tell you.
Ground command, are we allowed to enter the mosque?
Confirm, enter the mosque. We saw hostiles there. Drone kit is confirmed that's been occupied. Enter and clear of all hostiles. Check fire, do not kill serves.
Coming to you now.
You just gotta wait for it. They're gonna cross. And when they do, we'll ruin their day.
Can you still up?
Yeah, packing, Andrew.
Do you see the amount of blood I have made that guy shed? And he's still up. For the love of God.
I see that one Russian, one guy that's speeding us down. He's by the ridge.
I should have scoped in for that one. But here, I've got AT up there. I see an AT guy, so I'm gonna loot him, because at this rate... God damn it.
Mark the rally point for us on...
What about you? Can I have you veer right? Oh, you're unconscious too now. Lovely. So we have that as an ambush spot.
Well, I think that was Andrews, huh?
Yeah. He's moving around still.
Affirmative, Andrews has lost connection to TeamSpeak.
Gumbo.
My legs are pretty badly screwed here.
No, I'm just killing those 2 guys that will killing wrecking.
So let's see if I can make it up to that AT.
Okay, there's one still alive that went through a wall, so we can't kill him.
Went through a wall? This is advanced, so if I'm crippled, I'm not going to be able to do much.
Daniel, head to Alpha Lab.
So there's the body with the AT.
Let's give him a warm welcome.
Question is, can I make it over there without being shot? There's a Vic. I just gotta limp it and then get into a good firing position.
You're still alive?
Let's see if I can do it.
I'm back. My T is crashed.
High command, be advised, the glitch apparently has taken my gunner out of the helicopter. Be advised.
What glitch?
We're getting shot at from behind.
I have never heard of that before. In my years of gameplay.
You mean west?
I didn't press anything, but apparently it just got thrown out, so... I'm gonna land at base, rearm, and I don't know.
Rearm repair. I'm assuming that the Liru will not count as a get your gunner back as well.
Shots coming in southeast, about 1.
That would be Nafs with the vanilla gun. This is high command, I won't count that, but there is no such glitch that would throw someone out of your Vic like that, unless you were to give a command order to force the person out.
If you switch.
It's a glitch, Liru. If you switch between seats in a helicopter, you can fall out.
Well, then don't switch between seats.
Also, I think there's a. Is that an IED in the middle of the freeway?
So there's my other squad coming in. Still have 2 dead civs right here.
Yeah.
But I'm going to lower the amount of bullets that people can take before they go unconscious, because I think I've given them too much. But they're clearing this out.
Bravo, what's your current situation?
Otherwise, they're not clearing out the buildings with the actual targets. You have all these mines, they're just driving through here instead.
The mosque is clear.
Understood. Make your way
We lost
east
the
along
contact
the road.
main, V20-ish.
What do you mean?
Sorry, one,
Why is the
20
commander
to
pushed
contact
way
lost.
up?
Okay.
Normally I wouldn't do that, but again, why is the commander pushed up in front of everybody else? The person that's leading the op. Still freaking alive.
Barking, I require your attention.
Alright.
Ground, this is air. We are back on station.
Such a building.
That would be a mine.
Well, right, he just
Oh.
got Couple dismount.
That would be the M2 flanking around on my right. So, what, they hit a mine?
We're not fine. Like, the vehicle's not fine, but...
Nice.
Come on, engineer, I'll fix it. I passed out.
It should be okay. So they got that M2 over there. They've got the other team coming in.
Let's give him a warm
well, that sucks. We'll just get
That
away
should
from
be
it.
okay.
Yeah.
I can.
Okay. And there goes Wolves. Blackhawk's flying incredibly low. He is just above where I can hit him.
Andrews is unconscious right now on treating him.
Yeah, so I just ran over on my own guys, because retarded.
Alright, guys. Continue to Alpha Rally Point.
Yeah, Wolves is down. The other team's coming in. No civ deaths, though. That's good. They just gotta continue on. Reload. Oh, he's flying out of my range again.
Daniel, get your squad and start moving to the Alpha Rally Point.
Looks like they're detecting mines now. Come on. Lower yourself just a
Talon,
little
say again?
bit.
Start moving to Alpha Rally Point.
Right there. Right under him.
Helicopter, how is it going?
This is Air. We are doing fine. We're trying to scout out and look out for you, but there's not much we can see so far. You'll let us know if you need us to do anything specific.
I just recut the fuel on her again to keep her stabilized.
Real life shit real quick. I'll be a bit.
Andrews, that is about 50 seconds.
There's currently contacts in the barracks area to our south.
So let's give him a warm well.
After that, we're going to clear the compound.
Everyone's saying they have to do IRL stuff. Oh, that was right in front of him.
That's a lot of RPG fire.
That's an SPG-9.
Oh. Quarter left on Andrews.
Yeah, okay, at this rate, I need to wait for him to, like, stop. If I'm gonna be able to make that shot, otherwise, it's not gonna work for me. So Wolves and Kerbal are both down.
Oh, it's the guy at the end of the road, there's an ID.
We're just waiting on them now. I saw mine detected. They got 2 guys down and they're still waiting.
We have no more Humvees left, that's confirmed.
We have
They have the
2
transport
Humvees,
Humvee left, and they got the M2 Humvee left.
Okay, so what just exploded then?
One of the armed Humvees, which we had because we had 2. Can someone keep an eye out for Kerbal? He's not responding on comms.
Of course he isn't. So Excel's just waiting right here.
Wait, I see him.
What about Wolves? Are you gonna go back and grab him?
2 containers right now. I'm gonna have to run over to him.
They just threw 2 grenades. Send in Goat Team 6 now. Friday, thank you for the follow. Fry Daddy, thank you for the $9.99 sub, my friend. Sorry, I'm a bit busy at the moment. They finally got me, but I peppered their butts with explosives. $9.99 too, I appreciate that, mate. And I hope you keep enjoying the content.
Okay, what's the status of that casualty?
Working on it right now.
That casualty. Support?
No, he's got heart rate still.
I'm just gonna use explosives on him.
We need air support.
I'll be able to get him up. I'll be able to get him out without CPR.
Right now.
Grumpy, at last you have enemy Russians.
Oh, really? The shrapnel going through that actually got me. I hate that these guys have no body armor, but I managed to get Daniel right there.
Clearing that hospital area.
And Excel's also right here. So this is a 7.62. Let's see if I can do anything. I just heard a GMG fire. That's probably Excel.
Alright, I'm packing Kerbal right now.
But yeah, Fry now has the power to summon Chad if he wishes.
Did someone say chat?
Yes, someone said Chad, Bloodwayne.
Estimate time is about
Yes.
a minute, 20 seconds or so.
Alright, so Excel's staying right here. Look at this, he's just peppering these guys with 40 Mike. 2 casualties have been dealt.
We need a machine, the helicopter to do a flyby.
We'll
by
put
the
Chad
compound.
down.
We're at it's filled with Spetnaz, and we got pretty fucked. We're mostly about to pass out, all of us. We got grenaded.
Yep, Wolves unfortunately died. He is now the first casualty of the game. Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
Murphy might
Sorry that
might
wolves
need
died, but just part of the game. Excuse me. So, Excel, I think he's still peppering that area. Of course, these guys are staying there, so those GMGs couldn't inflict more damage. Otherwise, this group is still moving in. I'm gonna have this Civ team just kind of get out of here at this point. Like, they're freaked out.
Anybody in Bravo?
Let's just have them go.
Anybody in Bravo? Flying first. You guys on 60 at all yet?
There, that should get them out. So they'll just run off, possibly hit a mine, I don't know, but they're still working on Kerbal, and now we're just having like a minor firefight within the city. Up is going good, there's been 1 US casualty, no tier 3 casualties. Where's Auntie? Yeah, Auntie's still alive, she's resupplying right there, but
Goebbels up, we can
so far, let's give him a there are 3 casualties over here, and it's just been Excel basically peppering these guys with 40 Mike. Now he's staying in the corner. And I don't know why Andrews is commanding if he has a really bad connection for his mic. It looks like... Alright, so Excel, I just saw him. He's checking the drone to see their position. Otherwise, we just have these civs running out of the AO so they don't get shot from the 40 Mike. But see, did you... That was Andrews trying to command...
High command, this is air.
This is High Command, send traffic air.
Are we allowed to pick people up from the base to use them as a secondary gunner in the helicopter?
Negative.
Affirmative, thank you.
That just gives them something to do. No, if they died, they died. It's unfortunate, but that's this game. It happens.
What's up with Delta, Andrews?
Yeah, this team is completely screwed right now.
Red car, why do you
still
have
camping the drone.
several civilians following you? We have no idea.
Yeah, Scissor just getting the hell out of here.
Looks like they're going east
yeah,
now.
actually, it looks like they're going away from you. You're just leading them away.
Rat King, Kerbal, cross the road and join us on the opposite side, please.
I'm waiting for civilians to stop running around me.
I have not heard anything about this group being down, though. That's the issue. Looks like we have Eander. He's waiting for them to come around, because the route... They went around it a bit, but they have this as a rally point, then they just got to come down right here, and then swing right, so the tier 3s are basically all setting up in different little spots.
That fucking suit was getting really close to me aggressively.
So here's Excel.
By the way, I saw a front of a Vic 2 hours south from the road.
Okay, help me fucking...
Okay, Excel is stuck. Not in a good spot right now.
I put an armed Humvee up.
Players are going to start pushing up on him.
Enter the compound. We've entered the ready. Have you got casualties by location? Do you need a medic?
Shoot him, Murphy.
So he's wildly suppressing.
Do you guys require a medic at your location?
With a full mag and through a grenade.
And down goes Excel. He stayed there for way too long, but there we go. There's one tier 3, probably KIA with that many bullets. He's if you look at him, he's wearing...
Yep, that Russian guy is dead.
Some really overpowered armor, which let him tank so much, but it's also the player base ammo count.
Understood.
Not ammo count, excuse me, the damage count. It's set to 15 right now, so they can take quite a bit.
Frag, wait.
But they need to check if he's down.
Of the medical building. He's prone there.
Otherwise, hopefully they're attending to their casualties right now. I would want to see a tier 3 start sniping. Up, there goes Daniel.
Yeah, he's probably dead. I need double CPR to keep him alive.
So, now the US forces are down 2 players.
Andrews, you alive?
Careful, they might have deathbed switches. Do not get right next to them. They
Which
might
is
hit
unfortunate.
respawn.
So Wolves is just, he's on his bed.
Red switches go off if you go down.
And Daniel's just gonna stay in the crate. Lovely.
Just putting that out there.
I don't know deathbed switches. Never used them.
Otherwise, they got up
please,
the
please,
other
no
two
issue.
guys.
If you can capture that Russian, please do so. It'll be valuable intelligence.
We can try.
Yeah, I mean, capture the Russian, get his comms,
Don't sacrifice your life for it.
and definitely help you out. Ah, so that other frickin' weapon
No,
squad I
there's
sent up here
yeah,
forever
well,
ago
yeah,
finally
enemies
comes
north
up
of you
only
on
to
the road
die to the
behind
M2.
compound.
And Yander, I think he's just laying in wait at this point. He's got a nice AK with a grip, with an ACOG scope, so he's just waiting.
Okay,
I'm
I'm
running
check
back,
the
get
dead
it.
Russian.
Into this bunker, I'll pack you guys in here, okay?
So we'll see what happens. I'm not sure. I think I do see Sniper and Trog coming up probably to set up positions, but
Hi, it was Excel.
oh, they're celebrating because it's Excel. Lovely.
Everybody that's was in Bravo squad.
We don't have any Russian AI going. I just heard them cable tie him. But it's just Insurgent AI, which there isn't that much.
He has no heart rate, he's lost. Actually, no, we can't get him. He's fucking too much.
The only way to keep him alive is short until I get
Like
there
right
is
now,
double
it's really just
CPR.
up to the tier 3s.
Yeah, I'm looking at his stuff.
Because we have
He took
one last
grenade from
barricade in
me,
this group.
One full mag, a couple of inches in the head, then he took a spray from Kerbal. He's not getting up.
Spray him again just to make sure.
Oh,
As
right, well.
long as he has double CPR, I can get him up.
No, he doesn't need it now. He's still alive, but still.
Alright, let's continue.
Ay, ay, ay.
He has a UAV
You heading up?
terminal.
Maybe in my squad.
I don't think he can.
I mean, I've got him prisoner. He also has a cell phone. Okay,
Yeah, it's for
definitely
explosives.
I know.
Okay, I'm unpacking you right now.
So how do I take shit from my prisoner?
Ace menu.
Yeah, I'm in the little inventory menu, but I'm like clicking.
Gotta drag it out onto grand menu, you'll be able to pick up.
So yeah, they're basically just...
let's
give them a warm welcome, shall we?
Check is ready for it.
Here, I'm gonna bring in a ZSU, because it's basically just killing everything.
The man was already dead when I got here. I'm just backing up guys.
Ground,
They're
this
using
is
the
it.
same radio.
Okay, not a ZSU, a Zeus
What's
cannon
the
and
hold
a
up?
truck,
What's going on down there?
just to keep things moving.
Check his radio channel.
So, let me see.
Hey, you wanted to speak to me?
Yeah, we're gonna have to employ one of these puppies.
Ground, we're wondering what's the hold up? What's going on down there?
We're medicing.
We took casualties and we.
And we'll trade
apparently
these
scheduled
two
them
in
up
for the
together.
2 civ
Yeah.
Okay, we
deaths
should change
Good to
radio
go.
frequencies. They have a free.
Affirmative.
from there.
Oh, I can just pack you when we...
Also contemplating capturing a Russian or not.
Well, there's no way they're gonna be able to capture him. He took way too much damage.
Let's
I
Why
recommend
would
doing
capture
Ghost
him?
Protocol since they have the same radio and our frequency. So you might want to do one on the map.
So I'm just gonna send this puppy in. Spets call for help. It's entirely up to them, but I doubt it. They're tier 3s and 5s. They should be capable enough. Otherwise, they've got the drone flying a little bit low, probably to stay away from the other drones. And they're just gonna fly over this position.
Andrews, or we should start moving out, honestly.
Okay, guys, let's push forward. Let's continue the patrol path.
Liru,
Yes, Bloodwind?
don't be too harsh on them.
I'm not being too harsh on them.
They don't have a chat
Everyone
yet.
good to go now?
Only one more.
Alright, looks like
person
Excel
needs to
just
pack,
died.
but I can wait.
Curfew, let's go.
Understood.
I'm heading back to my
Otherwise,
own
Sniper
armored
Wolf's running
Humvee.
out. He's got a frickin'... Is that a VSS? Yep. So he's gonna use subsonic rounds to take these guys out. And we'll go from there.
Pack each other.
They've just been situated in this compound for way too damn long.
I know.
Andrew,
Can you
this is
idiots not
Blue
drive?
Go ahead.
Where do you want us?
apparently they can't drive.
On the road or on the side.
Flying goats next stop. Yeah, apparently these idiots don't know how to drive, so we're just gonna do a little bit of a road trip. And I can't drive from that seat, I can only command, but hopefully he'll get his shit together. No, he won't.
Let's push southeast towards those houses.
Screw it, we're just gonna use the Czechoslovakian people. Because they know how to frickin' drive. I don't know why, but some Vics, when you put them in, they just basically become retarded, so... There we go, he's gonna follow the route and get back here and fire at that damn Blackhawk, because it's just being a pain in the butt at this point, killing off all the infantry at different checkpoints, and basically making this a pure PvP op, which is on them. I think Sniper Wolf extended too much, so he's going to be mowed down. So he's trying to fall back as best he can. Away from the player base.
Don't let escape this fucking vicinity.
So I wonder if Ander's going to set up shop to try to take these guys out, but they're basically...
Right way, Kelly. He probably went into the buildings, there's no way...
Extending. I already heard that ZSU start firing.
Color steaming. Pushing out,
Here, let's set up our global scale for this thing.
10 color easy.
Dead.
Negative.
You can see it basically putting its shots up, but none of them are making contact because it's still quite a range. But I think it's about time we gave the insurgents a chance to knock that thing out because it's just being a nuisance.
Okay, I said Kelly's moving to south on the road. I'm tactical winging that shit. It's past the fucking building. Humvee intercept. It's laying down right now.
Shoot him.
With a lot of spam.
So it looks like he dropped his rocket launcher.
Right now, just laying down.
No, we got it back.
Tactical plane.
I've
No,
done
it's
it
gonna run
already.
off.
Look at the map. He's moving south.
That Zeus cannon is really damn loud. I'd say it's like over here with that audio.
Go straight north. Go straight south. Just leg it south. Go fast south. Yep, there you go.
But I want him to drive in so he gets has a better shot.
Good. He's unconscious.
And that 50 just knocked him out.
Hold fire. I'll try to capture.
I just had the ZSU. ZSU static. Can someone let air know in case they haven't realized?
Come on, let's drive since you're effing retarded.
I think I have noticed more contacts on the unfinished buildings right of the gilly body.
Okay, also there's another Russian moving down from the same location.
I've got no real control over the driver's seat. I'm just barking commands right now.
They're moving into the oil.
Oh, we got him. That DSU has been firing at him for a very long time. And there she goes. Ah.
Did the helicopter just go down?
What a glorious counter.
Yeah, probably.
Why?
This is Arma River.
Makarov survived. Air's dead.
Sounded like they went down.
Yeah, they did. They died.
This is Arma River.
Interesting.
Well, Maxwell is still showing on the map. So...
Yeah, Makarov's still alive.
You guys moving further away,
Hi,
so
Makarov.
I'm not going to...
Go ahead, Macro.
We have been shot on something that seems like a ZSU. I survive. Oh my god, never mind. Break. The ZSU found me into players.
Are you kidding me? We're reloading?
I'm all the radios, don't worry.
I'm holding the trigger down. There he goes. Alright, that's another asset knocked out.
There's
These guys are taking way too long to finish this up.
Copy.
So Ander's back here.
Well,
One Russian contact.
They've got an hour left in their mission time.
Inside the compound.
I'm just hoping Tier 3 can be bright enough to swing things around. But basically what that chopper was doing was...
Give him a warm welcome, shall we?
It's pretty much neutralized a large majority of what I had remaining. I mean, I still had past this, I had 2 patrolling 8-man teams and a very large barricade right here, which has been reduced to 1 guy here, 1 guy there, and the AGS. So...
Understood.
It's kind of overextending itself, in my opinion. But this is all we have left in the AO, so it's going to be up to those guys to take it out. So I'm going to bring this puppy over here to the last checkpoint. And I guess we'll just wait it out. Sniper Wolf's still down right here because he overextended himself too much. Eander and Trog have pulled back. Bill's also back. Just kind of waiting on them. But that TSU was up for a very long while.
Well, maybe if you beat him in a 1v1.
I like trash talking.
Yeah, I thought XO was good.
Well, using IO explosives is very anti-skill cancelling.
Are you guys gonna keep fucking trash talking, or are you gonna get a fucking move on? I love it. Because in the past hour and a half, they've only gone up to like here, and they still have like 2/3 of the city to do.
This fuel compound cleared.
But if they're just gonna insult people for playing the game, I'm not gonna have any of that, because that's where the salt comes in. Yeah, now the chat's going with all the salt, but I really don't like hearing people complaining about aspects of the game, because in any situation, that would be valid. Like, they get peppered with 40 mic bite because they're all right here. Yeah, because you're in fucking cover and he's using a drone to basically kick your asses. It's completely valid. But if they're gonna bitch about it instead of moving up, look how much faster they're going now. Just gotta light a fire under their ass.
Shots. Southwest.
That's Auntie sniping with an SDV
I mean,
again.
From southwest.
But just with all of that, like, oh, I'm better than you because this, and this, it creates a really bad atmosphere.
Yeah, blue car too.
Salt breeds more salt, exactly. That's why the salt mines are so infinite. But it just turns people so nasty against each other. That's why I don't like PvP too much, but people in the higher tiers still want it, so I gotta provide.
That's where the hostiles were last seen.
Look at this. Now they're popping smoke, being aggressive, still pushing in, and they're gonna still continue with the route.
Kerbal, where was that contact west?
I was just shooting at
on top of a building. 269.
Yeah, he's on top of a building fire. Looks like the bank if you played Arma Life.
He went down, he's prone.
Guys, we need to clear this stuff. We need to continue on the...
He's not down. Auntie just went prone. Hasn't been hit yet, though.
Oh, if he's gonna shoot us, I'm gonna shoot back.
So, I think she's gonna reposition right here. Quick bipod, and then she's gonna recite for targets.
Also, I know where they are again.
That's gonna be tough to see with the smoke, though. Ratkeen's still hidden back here with the Humvee.
Push down this road, I realize.
That guy west is up again.
Yeah, the guy
Sniper Wolf DCs. You know what? We're just gonna start putting in some armored assets like BTRs and shit. Just calling in for reinforcements, because at this rate, it's gone a little long, in my opinion. It's just been taken. So we're going to put down that BTR.
Guys, can you see my tactical pings on the map?
A simple
I could see
BTR
them at the
60.
beginning, but right now I'm not seeing any.
What about now?
I'll put it down right there. Just has a 7.62 and a 12.7 machine gun. And they've got plenty. I mean, look at this. AT.
Now I do.
He's
Okay, that's
marked
the
as an AT, but he's not bringing AT. Whiskers isn't marked as an AT, but he has AT. Clearly, they want something to shoot at that's armored, so we'll go.
That's their exact location.
Not seeing any civ death either.
The blue team big, we're pushing down the road now.
I found sniper.
We still have Eander and Trog. Looks
To
like
our
they're
west.
pulling an AT
I got
team. And Bill is also setting up right there.
The sniper that shot me is in the grid ref.
So that BTR will take him. It's got to drive all the way around. Might cut through right here to get over, but otherwise, honestly, by the time they're like right here is when the BTR should be spewing up,
Cannot call out
based on the rate
in
they're
our
going.
location.
Well, I think he knows where he is.
Okay, I see them. I'm updating the fucking tactical pings, mate.
Why is the M2 back here? But they're just fighting stragglers. I think Eander and Trog are actually going for an outflank right here. They're going to push around on the eastern flank. They could definitely hit these two Humvees here. But spacing, I mean, this would be a good spot for explosives as well. But there's going to need to be coordination from the remaining 4 tier 3s in order to pull this off. But regardless, there's going to be casualties on either side. It's going to be pretty fun to see. And now we just lay in wait. So we've got 4 guys lined up here. We have a BTR on the way, but it's going to take for frickin' ever because those things have really bad miles per gallon. Let's see, Bill has a drone way... Actually, not that high. It's a pretty good distance. He's getting live data of these guys charging up. Basically, again, Andruza, I don't know why he's leading from the front. That's a really stupid idea. Especially if you have someone like Nax that would love to pick that role. So look at that. Bill's setting up right here because he knows it's about to cross.
Special southwest.
There goes Bill firing on Andrews' position. Kerbal's got an auto rifle. He's shooting it up at Bill. And Bill is going to pull back.
Man down.
Wow, he actually managed to get Kerbal, though. Kerbal wakes back up, though.
You guys on location, man down, yeah.
They're suppressing the wrong direction, Eander. Oh, this isn't good, mate.
Now, are you doing what I think you're doing?
Yes.
With that big of a team, I hope you succeed.
That BTR.
Understood. Well, that goes
Still on
off
the way.
reservation. Reservation is off.
So Bill's moving to outflank. Trog and Eander were spotted, so they need to consolidate how they're going to do stuff. Personally, I'd have them pull back and re-attack their position. Because right now, they're basically driving a big amount of space between the player base and forming 2 groups. Furthermore, this group has 2 medics.
We got another, like, military
This group
building
has
right
no
here
medics.
west.
So Bill and Auntie can easily pick off this group, and then this group of people can pick off those guys.
Shot me.
There goes Kerbal once again. Auntie. Beautiful shot. She's going to take a few more.
Okay, I have.
It's a good way to do an outflank.
Andrew?
Right in front, yeah.
Yeah, peer right out to where you took fire previously. Auntie's gotten back down. She's pulling away from that spot. But right now, these guys are basically just toying with them. So they're going to breach. Because these two are set up right here, still bandaging themselves. They threw a flash, so they should know they're being engaged. So look at this. They're going to try to flank.
Spotted door. One down.
So let's go.
Make sure you don't put up.
That's that.
Can we now continue with our original
Yes,
mission?
we can.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yes, I'm fine.
You want a T-72? I don't know. I mean, that could throw the balance out of favor. Hope you guys have seen the video to know what I'm talking about. The Liru streaming in a nutshell. I love that vid.
Proceed from our position now.
Hold that location. We haven't
Show
cleared
right
us
west,
on the road.
right west.
If you want to, can you move onto and see if you can see down the road?
Yes, I'm gonna try.
If you just move a bit more west.
Okay, guys, we're moving back to you.
Yeah, but the mistake right there was they needed to pull back and go around. But this right here shows what's going on with the objectives. So they're firing at Bill's position now. They just dropped Comey on once again.
Where?
He wakes
On
back
a
up.
balcony, I think it's Spetsnaz, not sure.
Anti-Sag's also pushing back.
I'll get there when I can.
We also have that ZSU set up. BTR is going to go around. But I'm going to essentially play with this thing a bit.
Team is continuing up, push down the road.
Airdrop a goat-mounted T-72. Good God.
Anyone who need medical?
If he needs medic south of the opening. I'm crippled, I can't walk across.
So they're suppressing where Bill was.
Project being coming up to you.
Flying Finn's crippled.
I'm coming up in the Humvee. I'm here too.
Okay with that.
Again.
Need a medic on Kevin's position.
Team's going there ready.
I'm on Kerbal's position.
Pretty sure that's Bill. Yep.
People down the road, please. They've got everyone's a medic.
So I'm gonna get on the next road over.
Be careful, there's one mine at the big side.
Right. Keep on the thing.
I hear heavy vehicle, I hear heavy vehicle.
Yeah, that's the big.
Contact west.
That marker updated, check out for it.
The west side of the road, what we can do is pull from the west south.
Buildings will collapse. Buildings will collapse.
One insurgent per bit. Ay, we'd have a frickin' platoon of insurgents at that rate with all the bits that have been given today.
If you still need medical, I'll move back then.
So I'm gonna basically use this thing to mess around with them. since it's clear that they've been going for kills instead of the actual operation.
Was the BTR taken out?
We are taking out the top. We are taking close to the fight.
Roger. Just to check, someone said there was a mine or something near the big sign.
Yeah, the mine near the big sign at the road south of you.
Roger, the one right before the tunny. Sorry, right after the tunny.
Well, yeah, I see more of it than just one left.
We're just fine. The BTR's flanked behind us, northeast, northeast. I'm hearing something northeast. Kill it, please.
The 50 spots at shooting. Good drive.
Yeah, it's in the bottom right now. Did you know you want to come in?
You can do it, Naves.
Did you work on your gunner right now?
You want to go here?
Andrew, wait. We've seen the cars.
It's good enough.
What the hell are you doing? Oh, replacing wheel. Whoops. I meant at the eject button. That's fine.
Yeah.
Billman's also outflanking right here.
Fuck the car, we've done fucking activities. It's up to it anyway, let's go.
Yeah, so Bill is now taking shots at Teacher,
Yes.
who has gone unconscious, so he'll probably wake back up.
Jizzle, we need to slow down here.
Are we going to leave Teacher behind in this gunner?
No, stay still.
Are they alive?
No, just went unconscious right now.
You get to them without book of killing you?
Negative, they are too far away from the group. I do not want us to be splitting off that far without some sort of support.
Well, Kermian and Flying Fin are right next to you, confirm?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, some of them hit the mines to the construction site. That's how they lost one of the, right here, this M2 Humvee.
Get Teacher and his gunner.
Sure.
Send in Goat Team 6 now. Best Aviator, 3 months in a row, man. Nice to see. 3-month celebration, I love it. I mean, the balance for this op, it wasn't that bad.
Jesus, seriously, slow down.
Though I'm about to get another Vic kill.
Until everybody catches up.
They probably just drove off with it. This rate, we're just whittling them down.
This is Rat. We're getting contact from North RPG men.
That was a hit. Really? No effect? Let me guess, this guy's crippled.
Taking large caliber sniper fire. What's with Dragunov, I think?
Yeah, hopefully that's Bill giving me some support, or Auntie at this point.
Do you have smoke?
Honestly, this is just being a
Yeah, I got
mess.
smoke. I'm minding mine back right now. I need to move it.
That grenade gets me. But this was, it's because there was a lot of issues between both command and mainly NAS, which is still debating if I should even demote for that.
It just went down.
The hell did I even get shot by right there?
He's dead. I'm gonna carry Finn.
Possibly
to the building
Comian.
for cover. I'll medic him there right now.
Otherwise, there's
I
2
can't
men
get the
down.
vehicle.
But I'm out of AI because this was meant to be more fast-paced.
I'm getting shot at. I need cover.
No eyes on where.
Yeah, I wish those were all civ deaths, but majority of the civs have stayed alive, which is good. But yeah, still annoyed at that one Vic that was lost right there because they didn't push through the damn contact. We had that same exact issue yesterday, and they left these 2 guys behind. But, you know, we still got another 35 minutes to do this stuff with.
Right now, he's savable, but it's gonna take probably about 4 minutes.
Yeah, everyone has kind of just been bogged down here, and that's why this has been taking so damn long.
Me and Andrews are taking shots.
So I'm trying to give the player base opportunity to push up.
Wrecking robots, are you?
And then when I do, they hunker down, so then I give a big asset and I throw it in, and then they start pushing out again by the time that big asset reaches them, and the cycle repeats.
Fucking goddammit.
You need help, Medican.
I think there was just a friendly fire incident there where they shot NAFs. But yeah, again, I don't know why NAFs has a freaking 6.5. Everyone else has a damn 5.56.
Warm welcome, shall we?
Look at that, 4 people clustered up around 1 body. With no security. Here, we're gonna show you guys what happens when you have 1 guy
I got you up high.
clustered, everyone clustered up around 1 body
I'm packing Finn right
with
now.
no security.
How big is the pack?
Well, I'm gonna guess it's 2 minutes.
There he is.
Could be a bit shorter, anywhere between a minute and 30 and 2 minutes.
Yeah, I got the idea.
Is it possible to load him into a Vic?
Negative, Donny Vic is out of our reach right now.
More north, I don't know.
Gotta find a good vantage point so I can do this properly.
Not in the middle,
Andrews is down.
That's no surprise that Andrewza would be down.
Okay, he's trying to kill me.
Alright, guys, we need to regroup 1B currently, guys. Come on, pull back. Try to pull back, or orderly fall back to my position.
Heck, you know what?
I don't see him at all. I have no fucking clue.
Shots east to west.
He's on the fucking building. Bearing 3-6 on the top. Very big building.
Can you ping the building so I can get a shot from my angle?
Hi. How's your security?
Oh, okay, that's helps.
344. Okay, I'm gonna die in a sec if I don't. I'm getting out of it.
Now I'm just gonna take this, and we're gonna go.
But taking the Humvee.
Come on, guys. Stop.
Those mines do not do shit when they're in the ground, I swear.
We're suppressing the dude on top of the buildings. Get over here.
Yeah, I'm stabilizing myself.
I'm thinking we'll last stand this, because at this rate, patrol's done, because they're out of X.
It's on top of the main, like the office building that looks like it's from T-2.
So we're just gonna stash this over here. Ah.
Yeah. Orderly pull back, guys, since Andrews is technically dead.
Back.
We need to clear the contact to our east right now. Me and Lee just got messed up. We need to pack each other.
Okay,
You can stabilize yourself and fall back to this location.
I don't think you understand. This is a real person that can easily fucking kill us if we're just like running with our backs towards them. They're here for a fucking reason.
So then you do expounding by fire and reverse.
Okay, just shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
We're packing each other mainly.
I'm gonna demote Nafs.
Do you need any help with medical?
Because he has been the reason why there's been so many issues
give me 1 second
today.
to
So,
myself. No, slow down.
you know, loss of common sense. It's fine. You don't argue with the commander. You do whatever the fuck your commander tells you to do. Easy as that.
Okay, I don't remember who everyone here was, but I'm gonna do a quick head count. Nafs, you up? Ranking, you up?
Yes.
Flying Finn, you up?
Lee,
I think was here, you up?
yeah, at least it'll make the op end easier.
Lee, are you up? Is Lee up?
They're firing anti-static.
Right now.
Okay, and I can see the other guy. Okay, good.
Yeah, it's coming.
Commune, okay.
I don't like doing it, but I'm listening to their radios, and there's been constant friction between Nafs and Andruza. And Andruza, even though he shouldn't even be the commander because he's a really shitty connection today, and you can barely hear his orders half the time, there shouldn't be any questioning of authority here because that's what causes the slowdown. That's what caused like half the player base to fall back just to take out some players while the other half kept doing what they were saying. It's shit like that that causes these ops to stagnate like this. Because people don't know who to take their orders from at the end. Yeah, operation was supposed to be swift and action-packed. I completely agree. It was supposed to start stagnating right here. In reality, it started stagnating back where the frickin' Vic exploded. I'm not even sure if it's still there. But, yeah, it was right here. It went boom boom. There's no evidence anymore, unfortunately, but... That's where it all went to hell, because that's when Andrews and Naf started arguing. So now I have these reinforcements coming up. I'm going to try to make this both fair, but end at the same time.
Come on.
Bump it up to 40.
Good, we're coming to you now.
Bump it up to 80.
Army's crippled.
Bump it up to 60.
Lex Alliance arms.
Excuse me. And let's just see how this goes.
Run away back.
I don't know the infamous part of Spec Ops, the line, unfortunately. But this should play off very... As you can see, the blob formation is very effective when charging through the area. The heck was that? I think they were firing a GMG at Bill.
It was fired from the southwest. Are you guys firing for the
we're firing for this building.
Alright.
So Andruza is watching this direction. He's about to get a nice little surprise.
20.
I think you just heard him. Why would you stand up from your little bunker? Stay crouched.
See you, Taliban on. There's a guy on the east.
Pretty sure there's a guy in the west too.
Can find my location.
Okay, it's supposed to smash.
They dropped me.
What? Yeah.
Heck was that?
Juicer, be careful. They're inside the boat
South,
to your
behind
left.
the warehouse.
I know. I can hear them.
Jesus.
I got these.
Okay, don't die now.
Yes, that's on to when we get these explosives.
He's vaulting the wall.
Okay, fall back northeast.
Cannot comply.
Ooh, it is a frickin' bloodbath. This is the fast-paced action I was trying to get all day.
Guys alive?
Did two of them just try to vault over?
Yeah, bleeding out. Bleed out.
I'm almost dead. I've got
We're gonna make sure those two can't be revived.
Yeah, I have all.
I'm gonna give a reload. So if you donate $100, how many 155 millimeter? I'll start using a mortar. How about that? That was a pretty ballsy breach. Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we? That I'm hoping Bill can hear the action that's going on and see that this is a way for him to start pushing in.
Can you make it over here to me? You see me?
Yeah, to your exact right. There's a building, there's a guy.
Drag wounded into buildings. Get into cover. Medic him.
I got the guy, Gavion. If you get over here, I can bandage you.
I killed like. I'm starting to go black and white.
Let's give him a warm welcome. Jesus. But yeah, I definitely put the damage too high if that's what they're gonna be able to tank with. It's another man down.
You're good, I think. Never mind, left arm. Fuck.
Oh, really? God damn
Me
it.
and Whiskers are currently up inside the building.
Okay, Gavion, you're good. Let's get in here and formulate something.
Who the hell was that anyway? That was one of the medics, jeez. So we have a lot of people down pretty much everywhere. I'm hoping Bill can come in to clean things up.
To somehow make it back to the truck. Oh, they took it, never mind. Fuck.
Drew's is down on my position.
Whiskers, you crippled?
Whiskers is
Negative.
Kerbal, are you crippled?
It's coming from below me, actually.
We're good. Gavion is crippled. I'm gonna try. How is the terrain from here to you guys? Is it more or less clear? I doubt.
I have no clue. Probably just try. Smoke and try.
If you guys could throw, I don't have a smoke. If you could guys throw smoke outside, I can try carrying Gavion out to the other side because he's crippled. He's never gonna make it if he walks. Behind you, behind you!
I got a grenade in there, but they're probably gonna survive that. There she is. So I actually managed to run out of there in time.
I'm bleeding again.
Get out of the building. I'm gonna carry you to the rest of the guys. What do you say?
Pop smoke.
Yeah, these are the same guys that took a 50 millimeter mortar to a hostage rescue.
We're gonna try to make it over there. We just got surprised by a jihadi. Well, not a jihadi. I don't know what the fuck these guys are.
I'm pretty sure. So here's why Andrewza's down. Andrewza tried to breach this guy, but unfortunately he was kicked square in the ribs by our little jihadi fighter. So, you know, that's why you gotta be careful when you breach buildings, because otherwise they will just ninja kick you in the damn face. That's beautiful. This is what beauty looks like, everybody.
Okay, I'm coming with Gavion on my shoulders.
Absolutely beautiful.
Do we have no medics are currently alive? Is that right?
It's fine.
No medics are alive. Where's Bill? Bill's still right there. We got another squad coming in.
To get there and we can try to make it out somehow.
At this rate, I'm not gonna let them make it out.
Yeah.
Whiskers, let's get someplace safe, fish, and help me bandage Gavion, otherwise he's just gonna die.
The rest of them are technically dead since we won't be able to wake them up.
Whiskers, come over here and help me bandage, please. behind this wall.
I think that landed on the roof. Yep. Pow! Right in the kisser.
He's unconscious.
Ooh.
This is good. I've woken up.
It's Nafs's gun. His body moved.
Zeus, a report in.
Don't mind me. 17 mags too.
Okay,
Jesus. Oh, they just shot Nafs. Well,
we need
rest
to
in
make it
peace.
back to base. Somehow.
Hey, High Command, we are currently down everybody. If you can read this.
This is High Command. I thought you guys came back like an hour ago.
Oh, well then. What do you mean by
Roger,
that?
what's your position? I will send a chopper to come in and pick you guys up. Just tell me an LZ.
We're currently 136-172. Hold up inside a compound.
Roger, what do you want the LZ to be? I'm only going to have the chopper stay for 2 minutes, and then it's going to bugger off. Or if it takes fire, it'll bugger off as well.
138-172.
Roger, and it's clear of AA, correct? Let's give him a warm
clear
welcome,
the DSU?
shall we?
Oh, well, great. Unknown.
If you say unknown, that makes me a bit nervous. Is it a yes or a no?
We're gonna try to pull out on foot till we can get out of range of known AA position.
Solid copy.
We're gonna try to pull out on foot until we're out of range of AA.
Excuse me, Kung Fu Man, I need a better gun.
Okay. We have to keep moving if we have any chance.
Alright. Stealing gear. Let's go in and finish this up, and then we might have some tier 3 ops if they're in the mood.
Somebody get on 60 on their radio.
I'm in the middle of the road. Whiskers.
You know, on 50.
50
Try to pull out
whiskers.
towards the friendly base. Friendly area.
Are you crippled? Fuck.
Yeah, I'm crippled. Don't carry me. You need somebody with a gun. Go.
Okay.
Alright.
Radio, please.
Whiskers, change frequency, please.
Nah, I feel like using third person.
50 check. Kerbal is down.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm behind you.
Just playing cleanup
What was the
crew.
location of the CSU?
Unknown.
Fuck.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we? Hello. Where are my new friends?
High Command, did you copy? This is Alpha.
This is High Command, send traffic.
We are 1, 2, 3. We're about 2.5 clicks out from the base. We're gonna try to make it on foot until we more or less know that we're outside of the CSU influence AA radius, and then we're gonna try to contact you again.
Solid copy. Good luck. And I think Bill's gonna clean up. Yep, he's checking with the drone too. Yep, he knows. Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we? So he was able to push across. Whisker's gonna heal himself. Bill looks like he's crippled from that. I don't know where Auntie is, but she's like way freaking far, not doing anything. Now we're gonna have this team kind of push up with him.
Whiskers, if you feel adventurous, you can just leave us behind.
That's a negative.
If they can actually go, that would be great. But otherwise, we just have this 4-man team. It looks like they're just glitched out, camping right here. So, this is the end for them.
By the way, that was a Spetsnaz soldier.
If they survive, do they get a promotion? No, no, they do not.
You're just full of good news, aren't you?
I'm gonna recopy and paste this squad because they're being retarded.
Are you crippled?
We'll send them in, reset our global skill.
Just give me a second. Make sure the road is more or less clear. I'm moving over there.
Alright. 5 people coming in, let's do it. Bill's trying to get his firing angle back. That's going to leave him in the open. Bill's going to switch targets.
Go back
Let's
in
not
behind
move
the wall.
through the main road. Over here. Let's just move through the... Fuck. Let's move through the side streets. If we want to have a chance of losing them.
Antisat got a car and has come up. Oh. This isn't going to be well. Another 40 mic popped. Bill has driven around. Not going to do a BTR. I'm just leaving this as PvP, and I got this 5-man AI team to work with as well. Bill's still okay. Whiskers is in the corner. I think he's watching via the opening right here. Yep, so he's going to move on.
Hi Command, this is Alpha. I believe it would be safe for you to get us a helicopter if possible into the mosque for us to extract. I believe we're far enough away from the CSU, and I hope so anyway.
Solid copy. Sending one over from base.
Roger, thank you. Give you undied.
Hey, if one of you wants to fly the Blackhawk into the mosque to pick up the other guys, that'd be great. Otherwise, I can make AI do it.
I'd rather you made AI. I don't have my pilot stuff.
Okay.
Standing by. Here.
Oh, that was a big old fuck up.
It's because we're requesting the evac and we're waiting at the mosque. You can fly it if you want, but Liru's about to put AI in.
This is High Command. Blackhawk is on the way.
I'm just getting
How was Andrew being such a fucking... I don't know.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we? And there she goes.
Scratch it. I found it on the body. Red smoke.
So they're moving out.
Getting here.
And Auntie looks like is bringing Bill back to the reinsert area, so... see how that goes. With the AI Blackhawk, it's going to be up to them.
Will you mark by black smoke?
Red.
Black.
Solid copy. Is it red or black?
Black.
Black.
That's not the Blackfoot's marker.
On the way.
That would be the ZSU.
Please don't go down.
I think that means this issue was a bit on the active side.
Yeah, this is High Command. It's not good. We'll try to land there, but no promises.
It's okay, High Command, you tried. That's just all I can ask.
This gun is retarded. Let's see if she actually landed, though, because then I gotta give her a waypoint.
Go, 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 go.
Solid copy. On the way.
So it looks like they're actually gonna be able to do this. Unless the ZSU can get a hit off. I wish this driver was a little less retarded.
Not touching it.
Okay, and that's why I didn't want to do AI. Wow. Oh, the crew's actually bailing out. Oh my god. Alright.
Warning, critical damage.
Yeah, thanks, Siri.
Caution, fuel low.
Shut up, Siri.
Warning, critical damage.
Shut up.
Warning, critical damage. Warning, critical damage. Warning, critical damage. Warning, critical damage. Warning, critical damage.
Here's a drone.
Warning, critical damage. 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 Warning, critical damage.
Woo! Ah. Okay. Where's my scenario? We're done. Tier 3 is good job. That's why I want a player to drive it so they knew how to land it, because otherwise the AI would just aggro on the damn thing. That was
That was not mission completed.
Yep.
No, that was mission
Yeah,
complete for the
carry
tier
on.
3s. I don't know what you're talking about.
Ah, fair enough. Beg your pardon.
Well,
I mean,
whoever the
mission
first guy was, I walked up to and said, sorry, just making sure, and emptied my pistol mag in his fucking skull. Yeah. I'm not really sorry.
Who was that?
Wow, it was me, I think.
At least you said you were sorry.
I did the same thing to Rat King and somebody else with the,
Yeah, Rat King never
with the
died, though.
SDV.
It was me you shot, and the Humpy went boom boom.
Yeah, but I then went up
What an
and chucked.
Sibs.
I threw a couple of grenades. Just say that.
There is no bloodlust.
Sadly.
Okay, let's go debrief and then we ask questions after.
What do you want to know? That was meant to be an op where you had a lot of like fast-paced actions, but I knew it was gonna be a very slow op when you literally stopped for a 4-man fire team on the side of the road on the outskirts, and for that I blew up one of your Vics. I mean, yeah, I don't know what to debrief on. We had the same issue yesterday. You guys stopped and decided to clear out ambush groups, and that's what made you stall and lose time for this, and that just let tier 3 put even more mines and explosives down, and you just kind of screwed yourselves from there. I don't really have anything else to say, except I am doing a demotion right now.
Was the ZSU, was that in the hills all the time?
No, I brought it in because at that rate, like, literally an hour and a half had passed. A. B, your suppressive fire killed like 6 civilians, and
I told
C,
you, Makarov.
at that rate, you start engaging like the last checkpoint and stuff and heavily damage it. But by then, I think, they could have set up a ZSU to go and take the frickin' bird out. And even then, it was firing at you for a good, 4 minutes. And then,
Yeah, fair enough.
as Rat King called it out finally, because you guys the infantry were within earshot, because I checked, the entire time it was firing. As Rat King called it out, that's when the Blackhawk finally got shot down.
Yeah, it's
Never
fair
called
enough.
it out
I was
to
just,
us.
No, we never. It's fair enough. I was just wondering if that was something that suddenly came in, or if it was still there all the time and me just being blind. But yeah, I heard the first burst that came past us close, and I started to pull it, dragging it, trying to get away from it, and then the second burst, of course, smacked us head on. So that's fair enough.
So I want to also make 2 pointers here. Number 1, do not argue with your commander, because that's what causes friction within these ops. And I could see it again and again. And that's why things stagnated in a lot of areas. It's because people were just yelling at each other. 2 in particular, actually Andruza and someone else in particular. And 2, why would you bring vanilla gear, especially when it's a different caliber than what everyone else is using? Why would you bring a 6.5 to a 5.56 environment?
Because why the hell not? I've always used it, never had a problem with it.
I've always told
And
you
it's
to
way
dress up like everyone else.
better against Russian armor. And also, well, let's not fuck the fucking gear bar. Andrusa, the reason why I got pissed at you was it was just simple miscommunication or lack of communication. You said you were going to overlook the you said you were going to overlook the convoy as it moves forward, right? But apparently what you said, you later on switched to a different target with the drone. If you could just have simply told me that you're switching from different target, hey Nafs, can you watch over the convoy while I do the other thing? I could have just switched and we could have totally avoided the situation. That's all good.
Firstly, you can just see stuff from the Humvee. It's a 4-man fire team. The drone doesn't pick up everything. It's not like an all-seeing omnipotent eye. I actually have to see the stuff to see it. And if I scan the road and don't see something, I don't see it. I'm not going to scan every inch, looking for every inch. I was mostly focused on looking for big stuff. Like the Dushka, the UAZ. So if I see 4 people, I'm not going to focus on it if I don't see it.
Okay, so
one more thing. Quick break. I don't break. You can argue outside of here, but I was listening on comm frequency 60, and there was an argument every 5 to 10 minutes. One more thing, and this is a very valid point that someone has brought to my attention. Next week, if there is any abuse of the arsenal where you're taking shit you shouldn't, I'm going to limit it, and if there's further abuse on that, I'm going to permanently restrict it downright to where I just give you an equipment box of just basic gear, and if you want specialized shit, that's just going to be in your your loadouts by default, because I'm very sick of the bullcrap here. So, other than that, did you guys at least enjoy that? I know the tier 3s did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Another thing is, if you have such things as a Blackhawk that can do suppressor fire with the miniguns, use it. We had only once or twice where we were called in to specific targets. Otherwise, we had to just go around, see what we could see, and engage it. And also, when you do call us in for something, make sure there's not a fuck ton of civilians in there, because we can't see it. We have no optics.
You know, part of the reason I shot you down is because you just started engaging things willy-nilly, by the way.
Oh yeah, it's fair enough.
Yeah,
we expected to be shot down immediately.
That's not a good
That's why we
thing.
mentioned that we're probably gonna get man-padded like the first 5 minutes from the tier 3s.
We are not allowed
I'm gonna-
man-pads,
We know.
I'm going to mention, Norton, that the only time I cleared you in on an attack was to kill a sniper. That sniper was nowhere near any of the other contacts I could see on the drone. And I don't know who it was, but it was very entertaining watching somebody run and hide from minigun fire.
Yeah, we saw that as well.
That would be.
The iffy thing
There
about
was-
it is
there
that
was
the
a-
buildings in that map's a big glitch. If we hit the wall or a building once, it exploded.
Yeah,
It
some
probably
buildings
didn't
were
help.
Yeah.
paper.
No,
Literally.
that's why I only called you in once, because there's literally were times where I would down a street and there'd be like 5 civilians running past me.
Yeah.
Or I'd walk into a compound and see a civilian. That's why I wasn't calling you guys in, because I didn't know where the civilians were, because a lot of the civilians were in shacks.
Yeah, it's fair
Or
enough.
they were
I'm
running
just saying,
around.
if you have it, then use it if you can. Of course, if you can't, then you won't. But the biggest thing is if there's a compound and you can't see inside the compound at the very time, be careful with what you call in, because we started engaging. We saw some moving. We were pretty sure they were enemies. And we engaged them, and then we saw that okay, there's maybe 8 to 10 civilians running in there as well. So we had to hold fire. I mean, like, we don't know what's going on there because we have to fly so high that machine gun fire can hit us, because that was the only threat to us. So we were actually flying very low.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
In this respect of said as you could fuck us for quite some distance. But still, we're flying far away enough that we can't really see what's going there. We just see movement.
The CSU was right under us, not distance.
Oh yeah, we were blind. We didn't see it.
Warm welcome, shall we?
As I said, I only called you in twice. I called you in for the first checkpoint, and I called you in for the sniper.
Yeah.
Because both contacts were clear of civilians. I wasn't. It's the same thing of yesterday's op.
Quick break. Can do tier 3s 1 and up today? It's up to you.
Wait, there wasn't a tier 3 part?
Yeah, I give you guys the up too if you want one.
I don't have time anymore.
I have.
Me too.
Aye.
So no tier 3 up?
Well, we could invite all the tier 2s again, I suppose.
No.
If it makes another up. No? Okay.
I mean, it's up to you guys if you want to do an
it.
op. But we're if you're busy, by all means, sure.
I want to do an up.
Yeah, we can get more than 5.
I missed anything? Sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm just asking the tier 3s if they want to do an op, but it's kind of mixed, so
I'm meh.
we can just skip it this week if you guys don't want to do it.
I can say you guys really faltered at that bridge, you know. You took so much time getting across or under it or around.
What the fuck?
That was too
The
far.
word I was thinking of when I was sniping at you, and it got to a point where I thought, I'm only going to wound you, because if I keep going, I could wipe the whole bloody squad out. So I'd just shoot you in the leg or shoot you in the arm, or if you went down, I would leave you alone and concentrate on someone else. Just try to get you to move, but you stagnated at that bridge crossing, man. That was bad.
Auntie, what weapon were you using, may I ask?
Just an SVD, mate. If I'd been using Big Bertha, you would have been dead in one shot.
Yeah, because you hit me in the chest.
Don't forget to play damage like 10.
Yeah, it was
No,
15. It was
and they went
15
down-
today. I'm putting it back to 10 because.
Yeah, if
No,
I
when you
shot
hit me in the
somebody
chest,
and you went
Auntie.
down, I would not shoot you again. I would leave you alone and concentrate on someone else.
Contrary
when
to
you hit
me,
me in
I
the
would
chest, I
fucking
checked-
empty my whole mag.
When I checked my damage after you shot me, Auntie, I had taken note at 2 damage. That's why I asked what weapon you're using. You shot
Yeah,
me in the
just an
arm.
SVD.
I was the first person you shot. So I was the one that called out the sniper. Then
Alright.
later
Yeah, I
on,
remember that.
you shot me in the chest. And it's
Right,
no
accolades
damage.
if you're tier 5 and tier 3, just jump up to the tier 1 channel. If we have 5 of you that want to do an op, we'll do an op. Otherwise, I need to know if I'm setting something up or if I'm gonna go play Don't Starve together with Sniper Wolf.
Right, thanks for the up. I'm gonna fuck off.
Yeah.
If you're gonna play what with Sniper Wolf?
Don't starve.
Yeah.
It's a survival game.
I don't
Nice
think
choice.
I don't have
It's
time
a very
today, but
good survival game. It's like one
Anyway,
of
so
the
many
survival
goals.
games you can play.
See you,
multiplayer.
Later, Bill.
Alright.
Steel Grizzly.
Hey guys, I'm sorry. 3 people for an ambient. I prefer like 4 or
There'll be
5
4 in a
minimum.
second, hang on.
I would want 5 minimum. I mean,
We could invite some privileged people.
I really don't. After seeing what happened today, just made me kind of facepalm too many times. So
Oh no.
otherwise,
I
let's just
was-
skip it this week.
I
I
was
know.
gonna say
I'm
to the
sorry,
guys before
guys.
they started, but I was nowhere near them. I was going to say, look, guys, can you really make this a good one? Because Liru really needs a good op where you don't fuck up. But I was at some other Arsenal and I didn't manage to get the pep talk out. But I said, come on, yeah. I was thinking, oh God, I hope they don't really screw up. And then when we were on the opposite side, I thought, this is going to be a slaughter, so I better not kill anybody.
Right,
That's fun. I think we should do more like this. It'll really get them thinking when there's real people on the other side.
Hopefully.
Well, I'm
I'll be
sorry
right back.
that you didn't have such a good experience.
Oh wait, no,
with it.
no,
I
it's
was
fine.
really
It's for you
hoping-
guys. It's just they were way too slow with it. But hey, that's all right. They went
Yeah.
into it with the
That's
wrong
what I say,
mindset. I'll
They
BRB.
stagnated at that bridge.
Anyway, guys, no tier 3 up today. I'm not gonna stream Don't Starve because I become a total weeaboo support character in that, and I don't want to stream that. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. I hope you enjoyed today's YouTube releases. Shout out to everyone that subbed today, followed all of the additions on Patreon, and I even got some mail today, at least I've been told, so I will be hopefully videotaping an unboxing of that. I hope to God it's not what I think it is, but it said silicone on the box, so I'm already worried. But anyway, take care, guys. Have fun. And, yeah, tomorrow we've got unsun offs, so that'll be a blast. Have a good one, guys.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?